Hi everyone, this is Keila from cleverpacks.co.uk, and I'm bringing today a slightly different Christmas cracker. I was looking for something that would stand up in my table. I've been designing what I wanted my Christmas table to look like, and we're gonna have a sitting situation this year. And I was like, you know what, I wanted something that would stand up, but still have the cracker effect in it. I still have not got the things that will go inside of my cracker, but I'm gonna share with you how to make it. It's a very simple design, but I actually use different things to make them. So I use our normal scoreboard, which I will bring you soon. For the tag, I use our label, classic label punch, and with the heart, and I cut out of our candy cane paper. Now, for this area that actually makes the shape of the cracker, I've used the 1¼ inch punch. And I'm going to show you how effective this can be actually when we start working with it. So the first thing that I'm going to need will be my piece of paper. And here we are on take 2. So now I have all my paper with me. I put everything to the side and I couldn't find out to save my life. So let's start with, this is just the scrap paper that I'm gonna use to make the label, the little label with the name for you guys. But the main paper for the for my cracker is this one. It is 9.5 by 8, and we're gonna score. Let's get my scoreboard. We're gonna score every 1.5 inches. So here we are with, have I decided which side that I want to use? Sometimes I become a little bit boring and I go on the most blunt sides of things. Let's make it on this side, and I will make this for my son. He's gonna love it. He loves this gingerbread thing going on. So it's 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, and 9, which in metrics are 3.8, 7.1, 11.5, 15.2, 19, 22, and 22.8. God, I hope I didn't confuse you guys more than I need to. So, and when you turn around on the 8 side, so it's the short size, you're going to score a 2 and a 5.5. The 5.5 is the top part of our score, of our cracker. So let me get this here. Put it away. And just get my paper folded and burnished. While we're doing this, I just want to remind you guys that we have massive promos going on in December. So have a look on all the discounts and all the products. And I have a lot going on at the beginning of January. And I'm gonna bring the information near Christmas. So if you wanna receive the information firsthand, just go to my website, cleverpacks.co.uk, and subscribe to our newsletter. And as soon as we have the information out, you're going to be the first to know. So here we have all the things being folded. This is a hexagon shape base of our box, but I'm going to slightly pinch around to have this kind of starish shape to it. So here we have all the details that we need. Now, for the shapes around that we need here is the 1¼ inch punch, and I am going to, the 2.5 inch line that we've actually scored is going to be our center, the center for our punch. If you realize, right inside here you can see a little line that marks the halfway through. I hope my camera is actually getting it. And we're gonna use this line here in the middle to actually align with this one. And we're gonna go 1/3 in with this punch. I've kind of worked out where I was. That will be roughly around here that I need to go in. We don't want to go too close and to the center because then it could break easily. And we don't want it to be too shallow either because otherwise it wouldn't close nicely, the top bit. So here we are. Let me just align the line that I have here with this one. And we're going to do these on every single fold on the 2.5 mark. And here we are. Yeah, I was telling you guys, we have so many things going on in December. And we have even more fun things coming up in January. So keep your eyes to subscribe and on the promotions. And we're going to have a lot of things going on starting on the 3rd of January. I know it's just after Christmas, but it's the right time for the promotions, isn't it? For us to go for the sales. And it won't be different on our side here. And let me just get this last one here. Actually, it's not the last one. I need to go back. We're gonna just nip this part off. You also need to do on this side. It's much easier to do at the last herd of it. So here we are. Oh, I think this is a bit too shallow. Just go back and yes. So now you see we have all the punches done. We are not going to cut on this side, but we needed to cut on the bottom part. For this, I just want to nip this little banner here and here because we're going to add glue, because this is our gluing area here, the 1/2 inch that is left on the right of your paper. And you also need to eliminate the last, let me get the longer pairs of scissors. You need to eliminate the last rectangle, the smallest one. Oops, it's just jumping around. So these are all the things that you need actually to be removing from your paper. And here we are. Let me just cut this one. Just cut all the way to the first line, to the first score line. And we're gonna just glue. It's such a simple cracker method of getting the content, and it's a fairly big box. I was just measuring against some stuff that was from an old cracker that I have, and I'm going to use the fast fuse here. Just gonna get it done. Again, it is a box. It is gonna have heavy things inside, and we just need to align and glue. And here we are. Yes? Here we are. What we need to do now is to glue the bottom part. We're gonna save just one of them that doesn't need glue at all. All the other 5 will need a little bit of glue. So let's just apply a little bit of glue here. And I found the secret to do this octagonal, not octagonal, hexagonal boxes are if we use to glue the opposite side so that it keeps the box in a nice shape. What I mean by that, let me just find the one that I don't have glue, which is this one, is my first one, is it keeps the boxes square. So I just need to come here and pinch. Don't squish too much. If you will realize that what is left here is about 1.5 inches, half an inch to 5/8 of an inch. Yeah. So we're gonna get opposite sides and get them together. Here we are. Just pinch a little bit. You'll see this side we have a little glue on it, and then the last one. Only the first one we don't put glue on it so it doesn't get sticky inside. Let me just get my bone folder and just get just a little bit of pressure inside so it gets ready to be used. So this is actually ready for filling. Whatever you have to do, you can put it inside. What I found is before you put it this, you just pinch a little bit on this area here. It helps when you're actually closing the box, already to understand that you are the boss, that you already decided that this needs to have a little bit of a pinch. Okay, what I did, I chose not so much of a, let me just get this ribbon, because I found that it's not called a gold ribbon, it's called mini strip ribbon, but it's with the daffodil delight. It's the same color as in this one actually, but when combining with the white, it looks like gold. And I use this quite a lot, and I'm just gonna put it back. I find a way to organize my things, and I'm quite happy with it. I'm already on 2 of this full of ribbons. So let's have I want to have a ribbon in a bowl. So let me get this out and put this away. Okay, before I do that, I'm gonna to create our label, because I was looking into it, and I just said it's easier to get all together when we do this. What I used the Sweetheart punch and the classic label punch. So the classic label I punched twice, one in craft and one in Rio Red, which is actually the color in this set. And I also use the heart on this one. This candy cane paper is so lovely. I actually punched, fussy cut some of the shapes within the paper, and I have the gingerbread, the tree, and the star. So I'm gonna use them around just to decorate. This is for my son, lovely Chris, and I'm gonna just write his name. Let me get the right side of it. So it's Chris. I'm using my favorite blue dots around, and I'm gonna pick one here and put it on here, and I'm gonna get again these ones and actually add it to the heart. To hide the messy things, I didn't want to go in the back because this moves around, so I'm using this gingerbread man as my hiding of the mess. There we go. To actually create the passing for the thread, I used my piercing tool. I'm just gonna make it into a little hole here so I can pass the gold thread that I have for this. Let me see if I can do without making a mess. I have so many leftovers because I was stitching cards this weekend for my Christmas cards. I used that stitched kit, and it was lovely actually. It was very easy to do everything. All the bits that you need are already in place, and voila, all done. 36 cards that I had to do. So I'm all ready and sorted now for the first part. I had already written the name, because this is a perfect name placement actually. So I'm gonna have this on the plates that we're gonna, in front of the plates that we're gonna serve. So the first thing that we have to do now to put the box together, I'm just clear my desk, is just to push, get your ribbon around the neck and just do the first one. So you're coming with the first, don't close all the way yet. Yeah, what you want, I want this to be around here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna push this around the bow, the first knot that I start doing it. It is losing up a little bit, but don't worry about this. I just want a little bit of a knot again. And let me just tie this up. So now I can actually bring and actually go around and pinching the sides. Remember, we have scored all the lines. So now we're going just to adjust them here and on the bottom and keep pushing. All right. You can actually go quite far with this one. Yeah, but we're still gonna have a space around here. Let me make, I find it easier when I'm upside down to make the bow. Don't ask me why, but I found it much easier to actually control what I need to do with the bow this way. I actually did the other way around. So let me get this and this. It's not quite centered, is it? My other one is quite short anyway. And I still get it. Still tight. There we go. Not too bad. Here we are. Let me just nip the ends of it. I'm gonna have to open this again, by the way, just in case you're wondering, because I'm gonna have to fill this with stuff when I get there. But now comes the let's get a real crack experience with this one. I was looking around because, of course, I don't stop at let's make a box. And I bought on Amazon this little bugger here. It is actually the mechanism that makes the crack make its noise. So it's a little bit of some pulver or something that is inside of here and will make a bit of a noise. And I was looking, how can I actually make this into something that I wanted to stay inside of the box. And if you don't even notice almost here. Yeah. So this is where people are gonna put their fingers, one on each side, and pull. And believe me, it works. I've tested quite a few times. And you're gonna just think of, this is the front of it, think on the sides of it. You want to just to slide in between. Yeah, you slide first like this, then you're gonna slide just the two ends back in. I try to actually glue it, but because what we're gonna do is pulling, you actually need something stronger than just glue to keep it, hold it inside. And what I did, I've used our, I know I'm making a mess here. I've used our staple, mini stapler to actually hold this together. So let me just get this together. 1 and 2. Yeah, you have twice here. The only thing you need to do back again, because it's gonna actually move when you're doing this, is just you put the two handles back outside. I know, say, oh, but this is easy with the candy cane because it's the right crepe and craft color that is going on. If you're picking another one, get the pen or that matches it and paint the handle and paint the strip of the cracker to the color that would match. Yeah, so that's my tip for you if you don't want to keep it the same color. So now that it's ready, I thought, I don't want to be looking at this. I punched twice the same paper that I have on this one. And you end up with bits of this paper. Of course, it wasn't easy. You end up with bits of this paper left over from when you cut the cracker main part. What you need to do, as you see here, I just used a little bit of glue, tumble glue, on this area here, right? Just a line in the center. This way, and I will glue this here. this is the part that I wanted to go inside, just to look at. And this part, I wanted to go down like this. It will help to go around the cracker mechanism, but keep the eye closed on there. It's not possible to, you know, it's too much of a fuss for something that is going to be completely destroyed very quickly. But it will sit over there, and actually you can't see what's inside of your cracker holder. Let me see. Here we are. So here we have, and me destroying everything with my punches because I put them around standing up. Here we have both of them. So I just need to do one for myself. I just want quite fun. This is the candy cane. I hope you enjoy. And let me just get this in the right way. Yeah, it's moving around. It is on the right way when it's standing, but I want you to see it. So here we have our cracker, and you actually could make this work. Actually, I'm gonna have a go so you see it. So here we are. Yes, we had a crack, which is awesome. And now you're actually just gonna need to undo. You don't have to completely destroy your cracker on Christmas Day. So here we are. We have already, I will take some pictures and share with you guys. I hope you enjoy. All the details for the measurements are on our website, on our blog. Come back. We'll have lots more this week, and I want to send a big kiss to Pat from Arkansas in the US. She makes me laugh so hard with some of her comments. Thank you for subscribing, and keep coming back. I really enjoy your visit, and goodbye.